So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Dembele. He's Dembele!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Serginho. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
That was travelling. Chouameni. He's had it taken off him. First quarter of an hour gone. Goes for a shot! Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Galatasaray have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Messi, he's picked his way through. And this is Dembele. Chance! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Balk. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Not the worst challenge in the world, Peter, but this really isn't the time for it, is it?
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Tries from a long way out. Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
And it's Azar. That looks a good cross. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Timber. Shot could be on. It's Drogba! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Good effort from distance. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Dembele gets into a good position. Hazard. Now who's going to be first to this? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
It's their second corner of the game. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Now it's Hazard. And he's let fly. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, it's fallen loose again. So, third corner of the game. Pass somewhat off target. Guti! And he's following up! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that's another good win of the ball. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's through here. He's away, takes a shot! Well, now it's... Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And Messi! And he's found the net! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
This is takes a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, he's been flattened there. And the shot! This time, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Azar. It's a mighty effort! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one miss.
And he has been fouled there. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Upamecano. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. It's come to nothing. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Dembele. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Pedri. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Milan could not have chosen a worse moment. This to go one up. Fantastic save, Ter Stegen. He has missed it.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his...
Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Eze. Toni Kroos. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No way through. And this is Messi. And he's gone backward here. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hazard picks it up out wide. Corner number 2 then. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Driving forward. Oh, important interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's a promising position. And he's cut it out. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Dembele. And that's gone loose. Hazard. That's very neat. Hazard! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And That's put paid to a promising move. And the finish! They've scored! Bastia are back in business. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Bastia grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Mbappe. Chiellini wins the duel this time. Pedri takes control of it. He's gone for goal! And for a moment, time stood still. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Corner number 3 coming up. Ter Stegen breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Milan are looking to go forward now. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
He's going for goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Can he get it through? And he's only too happy to... Goes for a shot! Goal! Bastia! And the comeback is complete. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it.
And we hit half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And he's running through. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pedri. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Now, can they get him away? Played into space. That has been cut short. Now it's Mbappe. Eze in acres of space out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a...
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Foyt has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, there are engines, and then there's a turbo engine like this guy has, Peter. He never seems to get tired, and he always gives his all. Fans can certainly expect a big contribution from him at both ends. His athleticism and stamina is quite outstanding.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. Yamal. Tchouaméni. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Great ball if he can get there. Just the keeper, and the shot! Goal, Milan! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
And he's in on goal. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Messi. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
And he shoots! In he goes again! Yamal. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got away. That is a crunching tackle. And that would have been some goal.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. Formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. It's Lewandowski! Goal, Milan! And they are on the rise again, ahead again in the race for promotion. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Milan go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Poor robust challenge. It's their second corner of the game. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And he welcomes it on the finish! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think he's quickly realised how stupid he was for doing that.
Jimenez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe. Mbappe. Goal! Milan! And they edge themselves ahead. They have it in their sights once more. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Messi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Well timed, excellent interception. Eze.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the half-time whistle goes. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. And we are back on the way. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Olmo. Knocks it into space. Foyt. Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! They want to be quick to recover this. Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe! No, it's come to nothing. Toni Kroos. And it's Valverde. Yamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in. Could try cutting inside here. Flings in, climbs up big! No, not the best of headers.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Chouameni, Toni Kroos, and here's Messi. Fernandes. Well, that has not gone well. Not the most accurate pass. Yamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And Dani Olmo. Passing nice and neat. Lewandowski. Tries to play it through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lovely feet. And he's opted for the long pass. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against her. And Messi! And he comes up trumps again. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Fernandes. Rodri. Knocks it out wide. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Yamal. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Fernandes. Yamal. Looking for options. Terrific header! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
And he's straight offside.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Numero 7, Toni Kroos. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Giroud.
Foyt.
Il numero 5.
Here's Chouameni. And that's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe is fouled. Messi having a look.
Well, distance doesn't dissuade him. He has the requisite power.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the voices from the stands are becoming that much more frantic now. They are doing everything they can to help the team.
Well, it's often understated, but they can have an impact on games like this. It's time to respond in kind, up their game.
Dani Olmo. I think we're just about done here. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18. Viene sostituito con il numero 16. Il quarto uomo indica.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Rodri. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. So that's it. It is all over. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be... Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest.
eFotball! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, it's Dembele.
That's good play from him.
Rodri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Dani Olmo. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. He's gone for the shots. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Chouameni. And it's Hernandez. Now Mbappe. Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Hernandez. Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Olise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cross into the... Oh, what a climb! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Spain faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. So this the chance to fire his team in front. 1-0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pedri. He's a sharp little ball here. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Dembele. And he's managed to get free. It's Dembele! Oh, it's fallen loose again! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Dani Olmo. He is through here. Oh, he's getting... And he's had a hit! It's a goal kick. Hernandez. He's got away. Oh, that's neat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. France have reclaimed it. Doué! Now, who's going to be first to this? Can he get away here? That's travelling a long way. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neither of these two takes the shot! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Now, can they get him away? And he was alert to it. Oh, super ball. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Spain certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, no joy this time. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Dani Olmo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oyarzabal. And he welcomes it in. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Hernandez. Now Saliba. And they've got a throw. Yamal knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Olmo. Can he get onto this? And he's been shifted off it. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Dembele goes steaming forward. He's picked his way through. Oh, good claim by the keeper.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and
that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que no está permitido llevarse a casa los balones que vayan a parar a la grada. Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 21. El dorsal 15.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
It's Dembele! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
France find a position of real strength now. Good take, and is he in? Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. And that is wildly off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Pedro Porro. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Dani Olmo. Decent chance! He's gone direct here. Ferran Torres! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, brilliant save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries a shot! Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Spain are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
No, again there's no way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Merino. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Doué has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Doué did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chance! And he hits the net! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
En el marcador se puede ver información relacionada con la seguridad del estadio.